Just when you thought you'd seen it all in the name of fandom. Forget face painting and whiteouts. To support the Vancouver Canucks, a couple creative guys have taken things to a whole new level. As you saw, dressing head to toe in green spandex suits.
The biggest thing, of course, was going on to eBay and grabbing some suits. But we got to give a lot of credit, of course, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Charlie Day actually invented it, but we leave out the acid part. He does that on the show, so we don't keep that going. But the rest, we do. We got the spandex, we got the moves.
That's very smart. Now, what do you remember most about going into the first game dressed like this and the reaction that you got?
We were nervous. Vancouver was in a bit of a cold snap. It was -5, so crossing the parking lot to the stadium in these skin-tight suits was a little chilly. Getting down to the ice, player named Dave Scatcher for the Nashville Predators. He took 2 penalties, both led to power play goals, and the second time he was in the box, he took the towel and threw it over the camera so nobody in GM Place could see us. Everyone booed, and I think after that we kind of took off.
I mean, you seem to get the biggest cheers for agitating the guys that are in the penalty box. You brought out some new moves, including a handstand last Thursday. Whose idea was the handstand?
All of this guy.
That was kind of a spur of the moment thing. You know, he was coming into the box, and I was thinking, well, we've flailed and we've also flailed. So what else can we do? So the handstand was just off the top of the head, and we'll keep some more moves coming as the playoff drive rolls along.
And I didn't see who it was. We don't have you guys on camera. Was it Sully or Force? Which one of you did it? I'm sorry.
It would be Sully. He's the far more acrobatic of the two of us.
Say, with the gymnastics background there. Besides, I guess, the walk in the parking lot when it's cold, what's the hardest part of all of this for you?
The hardest part,
yeah.
I'd say, is the lack of ability to eat or drink anything. Most people assume that we're a few beverages, adult beverages deep. Not the case. Taking the suit off to go to the washroom is a bit of a problem. So we try. Yeah. So we like to keep her sober.
That's wise. Keep the beverages to a minimum, and that way you don't have to try to go to the bathroom. Now, there were some rumors that I read that the team's GM actually made certain that you guys had those penalty box seats. How is that the case, or how'd you guys get those?
That is complete hearsay, Dana.
Okay.
Like you mentioned from the top, I mean, we're just fans. I mean, like George Costanza, you know, we're paying for those big salads, you know.
You know, but hey, we'll put it out there. If the Canucks want to come along and hook us up with some seats, I mean, we're starving students here, but we're doing it for the greater good.
They probably should, because they won the game that you were there, and then you're not there, and suddenly they drop 2. They're down 2-1 in the series. When's the next game that we're going to see you guys?
Next game, well, we'll be there. We're going to be there for Game 5. This team needs a boost right now, and rest assured, we're going to get the fans pumped up and do everything we can to get into Jack Johnson's face or whoever comes in the sin bin.
And that game will be on Friday. There'll be one played in LA in between then. Now, we had your names up there, which I'm a little worried about because you've been a little reluctant to reveal your true identities. Why the need for secrecy?
Well, you know, we just kind of like that whole mystique behind it. I think that you can't see our faces, so why bother with our names? As far as I'm concerned, I'm Force and he's Sully. We don't have. What is this name business you're dropping on us here?
Is this a future career? I mean, could you make a living? You can't make a living doing this.
I don't see any future wives approving of these suits, but you never know.
No. We get very little female attention in these things, shockingly. I think I had an 80-year-old pinch me once, but that's nothing to brag about.
Well, you know, I'm quite surprised by that one. And real quickly, I also heard that you wanted to sort of do this for the Seahawks, and if that's the case, will we see you at Seahawks games as well, or any NFL games?
We would love to. I'm not sure if we would blend into that sea of green and we'd kind of be lost in the crowd, but it's definitely considerable. Maybe if the Seahawks did come along, I'm sure maybe they're looking for a mascot. Don't they do the 13th man? Or
they've got.
Yeah, I mean, oh, I'm sorry. We originally were going to go to the Seahawks game, you know, but that's where these things were meant for. But unfortunately, my suit, I paid $10, and then I paid $40 for shipping. I paid $40 for shipping, and it shows up the day after the Seahawks game. So we figured Canucks got green trim in the uni, so why not bust them out there?
Yeah, I think
it's worked pretty good.
Yeah, money very well spent, I would say. Guys, I've talked to Muppets, I've talked to pets on the air, I don't know what else, but the green suits is a first. And I thanks Sully and Force for being here, and enjoy the rest of the playoffs. Thanks for entertaining us.
Thank you very much. Go Canucks, go.
Thanks, Dana.